You ever hear a story so wild you almost don't believe it's real? Picture this, a small town in Arkansas, a former police chief turned convicted killer, and a prison break straight out of a movie. This is the case of Grant Hardin, once called the Devil in the Ozarks. Grant Hardin wasn't always a household name. For a while, he was just another officer in northwest Arkansas, serving at places like Eureka Springs and Huntsville. But if you dig into his record, you'll find a lot of red flags. Dismissed for misconduct, resignations, even accusations of excessive force. Still, in 2016, Hardin managed to become police chief in Gateway, Arkansas. But the real darkness began to show in 2017. That's when Hardin pleaded guilty to the shocking murder of James Appleton. Appleton was shot in the head, cold-blooded, calculated. Hardin was sentenced to 30 years, but that wasn't the end. DNA later tied him to a 1997 rape of a teacher, earning him another 50 years behind bars. So how does a guy like this pull off a prison escape? On May 25, 2025, inside Calico Rock Prison, Hardin slipped into the uniform and mannerisms of a corrections officer. He literally walked out, right past the guards, thanks to a lapse in protocol. Just like that, the manhunt was on. Authorities threw everything at this: bloodhounds, drones, helicopters, even an elite U.S. Border Patrol team. The Ozarks aren't an easy place to hide, with thick forests and twisting caves. But Grant Hardin managed to stay on the run for almost 2 weeks. There was one close call. A bloodhound picked up his scent, but heavy rain washed it away. On June 6th, officers finally caught up to him just a mile and a half from the prison near Moccasin Creek. He tried to run, but was quickly tackled. Fingerprinting confirmed it. Grant Hardin was back in custody, a little dehydrated but unharmed. For the families of his victims, like Cheryl Tillman, the sister of James Appleton, and now the mayor of Gateway, there was a huge sigh of relief. She said her family could finally breathe again. And for true crime fans, the saga of Grant Hardin is a chilling reminder. Sometimes the monsters hide in plain sight. Sometimes they even wear a badge. If you want to dive deeper, Hardin's story has even been turned into a documentary called Devil in the Ozarks. Until next time, stay curious, but stay safe.